Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as I adjust my mask here. Shelby McCall in here as we do every Saturday. Me and Shelby. We could probably start calling that the show. You know, me and Shelby.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't want that, she said. She's got on this mask with teeth now. It's kind of scary when I look up at her. You know, I always wear a camo mask. Yep, that's her. But I tell by her eyes that's her when I look up over the plexiglass. Hey, this is going to be a real cool interview right here. I've been working on it since back at Christmas time. You folks know I'm from Arkansas. Ron Wong is listening in. He's almost from Arkansas. I mean, he's from the Delta, but
I do spend some time in Arkansas.
Yes, he does spend a lot of time in Arkansas. But you know, when I look at something and I see something that says Family and Community Fishing Program, I said we got to talk to that guy. And so I reached out to my good friend Keith Stevens at the Arkansas Game and Fishing Commission, Ron Zeller and those guys, and said, you need to talk to Maurice Jackson. I said, well, let's do it. And so we're happy to have on Outdoors with Larry Ray this morning Maurice Jackson. He is the Family and Community Fishing Program Coordinator, the Fisheries Division for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. And I know one thing, that Maurice cannot get that title on one T-shirt. It'll run all the way around to his back, you know. But his main love is getting families and kids involved in fishing. Good morning, Maurice.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let's talk about this stocking of rainbow trout with your Family and Community Fishing Program locations. I know you started back in November. You're going through February. We're at a time right now that also you're giving away tag fish. You got some prizes, really cool ideas. So talk about what your job is.
Oh, I have one of the greatest jobs on the planet.
All right. Go with it, man. You get paid? Are they paying you?
Yeah, and I make a lot of friends.
Okay.
So, we're stocking trout right now. And the thing about it, we've actually grown the program. We've added 10 new locations within the last 18 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have the closest one where you guys are in Memphis. We have one there in Marion.
Yeah,
Arkansas.
that's close.
That's the newest one. Then the one there in West Memphis.
Yes. And what you do here, this is primarily, I mean, you're doing some, 25,000. You're not going into a 2,000 people community. You're reaching out to some of the larger cities in Arkansas and things along that line. And so how many locations do you have now in Arkansas?
We have 47 locations.
Wow. Okay.
And out of those locations, all 47 get catfish, and we have 37 that receive rainbow trout.
And rainbow trout. And so, but you've got a program here. I mean, you're doing some tagging. Talk about, you know, because when you come in, you got some trout tagging promotion going on. What about that?
Yes, sir. The tagging program is to incite more anglers, get more folks out and the families out and fishing. So you catch one of our tagged fish, you'll win a prize. You just mail that tag to our office.
Wow,
and
that's a great deal.
You'll win some fishing gear, and then that the person that's mailed the tag in will be put into a grand prize drawing.
Pretty good prize, yeah.
Yeah, and so we're giving away 3 guided fishing trips on the Little Red, one of our premier trout destinations here in the state.
That's great.
That's so cool.
That's cool. And you're going to do that live on your Facebook page on 10 a.m. on March 18th. And so, folks, you got time here. And when you stock these rainbow trout, about how many? You got about what you said, 500 tag fish? I mean, something like that.
500, close to 500 tag fish are out there. And again, these fish guys, we actually increased the size of our fish. We did a survey, and the anglers wanted bigger fish.
Yes.
So we've increased the size of them almost 25%. So you can catch a 15, 16-inch rainbow trout out there easily.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Come on. I mean, folks, y'all know what that means. That is a lot of good eating right there to do this. And I know, Maurice, you talked about your background. You love what you do in your job like that. You have been one busy person, and I can see from growing up, and I saw where Maurice had graduated from University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, UAPB, and also his hometown of where it is. He's from Arkansas, and he's right between West Memphis and St. Francis.
City.
Yeah, in Forest City and St. Francis County here in Blackfish, Arkansas. I mean,
Yes, sir.
oh man, I mean,
Hey, been there.
yeah. I don't think I stopped at that red light they don't have. So when it comes down to it, but when you came to the Game and Fish Commission in 2012, Maurice, you had to pull up stakes from Alabama, and you had really done some wonderful things down there. Talk about the Creek Kids.
Yes, the Creek Kid program, we started that there in Alabama, and that was just to educate kids about the environment. So, you know, a lot of the urban kids that live in the cities, and stuff, they don't have creeks and stuff to walk around in or kick rocks around and just have a, and learn about what's in the water. So we developed that program, and we actually trained the teachers on how to implement it at the schools.
Did you really? Yeah. And I assume the kick you get out of your job, are you the first with this title? I mean, was when you took over, did they have anything like this at Game and Fish?
Not in Alabama, no, they didn't have it. I started that in Alabama.
Started that in Alabama, and when you came here to Arkansas, you implemented some of these programs. And what's the object of the program?
You're referring to Creek Kids?
Well, yeah, Creek Kids and anything else. What you're trying you're trying to get people together. I mean,
yes, I'm trying to get them now. What I focus on now is getting more folks to those ponds that we stop.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time doing that. We actually won an award, a national award through American Fishery Society for our Family Fun Days.
Yes.
And the Family Fun Days, what we do is we have a big event there, and we bring out canoes, we do archery, BB guns. We actually did one there in West Memphis back in 2018. We were coming back last year, but COVID
set you in. Yeah.
Set us in. And we've had as many as 1,500, 2,000 people at those events.
Amazing. Again, we're talking to Maurice Jackson, Family and Community Fishing Program Coordinator for our friends in the Fisheries Division, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. I've got to ask you, Maurice, growing up in Blackfish, Arkansas, is this what you wanted to do growing up? What did little Maurice Jackson want to do?
I knew I didn't want to sit behind a desk.
Okay, all right.
So I was always interested in the outdoors. My grandfather had a lake growing up, and so I would just sit there and study that. Just watch the water all day. We would fish. And I didn't think they had a career like this until I went to UAPB in Pine Bluff.
Yes.
And Arkansas and Pine Bluff has the only aquaculture program here in the state of Arkansas.
Do they really?
You
Okay.
can get I was one of the first ones to get a bachelor's and a master's degree from that program.
Really? Yeah. And so you got the dream job, but I know
Yes,
but 2020 was hard. I'm sure it was hard for you, in your capacity. I mean, y'all not back in the office yet, are you?
No, sir. No. We actually had more people fish this year over the last 20 years.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah. So I mean, it was a bad year, yes, but at the same time, there's more people fishing. There's more people outdoors because social distance is no problem, folks, when you're fishing, right, Maurice?
Yes, so, you can social distance. And the thing about us, the state, we grow all of our fish pretty much. The bulk of our fish are grown here in the state.
Yes.
And
awesome.
The fish, they don't know anything about COVID.
They don't have an idea, do they?
No, they were ready to be harvested and be placed in ponds and lakes around the state. So we had to keep it going.
So how many tag fish do you think will be caught? I mean, out of the 500, I mean, what do you...
We usually get half of them back.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
So those other ones keep growing then. I mean, well, I guess they have a point, but they can't, once the water temperature reaches a certain thing.
Well, some people, they'll catch the tag and they're like, oh, well, I'll mail it in, and they never get around to doing it.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
I mean, this is a cool deal. How did you work this out with the good folks at Sore Lip and all the guide service over there. That's a pretty good trip. Talk about how you got this grand prize.
Jeff Smith.
Oh, yeah. He's a big supporter of the Arkansas Game and Fish
Jeff
Foundation.
Jeff Smith, right?
Yes, sir.
Jeff Smith. That's him.
Smith.
Yeah, out of Searcy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Out of Searcy.
And so we wanted to bring Jeff's name in there, and Ron jumped in there because we knew who that was.
And he developed the trout magnet. That's something
yes,
that
he did.
That's it.
We actually give that away as a prize for the some of the prizes. Yes, sir.
Well, that's Jeff Smith for you doing that. And so so remember again now, folks, that's the Arkansas Game and Fish Facebook page. 10 a.m. March 18th, they're going to draw. And so I'm assuming we got fish out there, those tagged fish still roaming around, right, Maurice?
Yes, sir. We only got maybe 25% of them back right
Woo,
now.
Folks, do y'all hear that over in East Arkansas? Listen to this show Saturday morning. Get your pole ready and go out there, okay? Maurice Jackson, thank you, man, for taking time on this Saturday morning to be with us. Great program, folks. And, again, go to the Arkansas Game and Fish. That's agfc.com. That's it. Maurice, thank you, man. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, good talking to you. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.